Hello viewers, you're welcome to my channel. This is Nosojis TV. You are highly welcome. Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are watching this channel. Greet you all. Say welcome to this channel also. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get more updates on entertainment, news and it has to do with grants and so forth and so on. Now, I'll first of all talk about grant issues here in Nigeria again once more. For some time, like as you all know, I've been updating this channel with some VN for you all to be acquainted and to know what is going on in the grant community. Now, for over some years now, some grants have not been able to pay any single grants, or some grant handlers have not been able to pay any single grants, and then they have stripped many Nigerians of their hard incomes and all, and then up to now, none of them has yielded any results, or none of them has disbursed their grant as they promised to have got it, So, right from the time of SEM, that is stock exchange market, down to Tepicon, down now to Theobarth grant and the UAG grant. None of them has disbursed yet. But out of 81 grants, one is showing us a green light of making an impact on when it comes to disbursement. And I'm talking about Theobarth grants. Following up their YouTube channels and following up their messages and everything that has been happening around within them right over in their office and wherever they are right now in Abuja. So recently last week, all the big NGOs were asked to assemble or meet in Abuja in Lagos, where they met with top personalities in Ethiopia and Theobarth grants. That's Theobarth Global Foundation, and then they discussed a way forward on how they can be able to disperse the grant they have. So we are meant to know that these big NGOs will disperse the grants given to them to smaller NGOs before it can get to recognize those who subscribe to those smaller NGOs, before it can be able to get to them. Now, of which we are talking about doctors, Bode David, Nigeria Foundation is there, Odef Foundation is there, and many other big top NGO owners are among the ones that met in Lagos over the week. I just passed last week. We discussed about it. Now, the YouTube channel came up this week, and that is owned by the spokesperson of Theobarth, Engineer Moses Ekoche. And I was following his YouTube program yesterday. He announced that today something spectacular is going to take place in the Theobarth Global Foundation, and NGOs will be called again so that they can kickstart disbursements and play along with Apostle Theophilus Eboyi in order to see that the long-awaited disbursement occurs. So I'm pleading once more with all meaningful Nigerians who are hereby watching my program or my channel, please to be patient as we see and know if actually what they are going to do is, this time around is come into reality. Please, and also I want to use this medium to also tell you Nigerians that for now, not UAG to me is not real. It's not real. And they've started selling clusters and sponsors, duping Nigerians of they are adding money. They've started. Please, Nigerians, don't subscribe to UAG. Don't fall victim of that UAG something. I don't think it's real. It's not real. Please, Nigerians, I'm still begging you people, please because I have a pitiable mind for Nigerians who fall as a victim of all these grant issues. Please don't subscribe. Don't waste your money on buying clusters and sponsors in any grant anymore. For now, grant selling and sponsor selling, sponsors of cluster selling and sponsors of clusters have ended. It's no longer taking place now in Theobarth Global Foundation. Anyone telling you to pay any huge amount to buy a cluster or to sponsor a cluster is simply scamming you. Please, well-meaning Nigerians, listen and listen again. Don't throw your money to any useless person asking you to buy a cluster or sponsor a cluster in any of the 81 grants that has not yet exposed in Nigeria. Please, if you happen to fall in any victim to anyone, kindly report that person by coming to add me up on the WhatsApp and display this several times, and get to know what to do about that person, please. Now, let's be hopeful on Theobarth Global Foundation. Let's see how this month February is going to be. There is a green light coming up from that place, and I'm very sure that Theobarth Global Foundation will deliver. Then on the issue about Mama Supreme, I'm not sure Mama Supreme has any money to give to any Nigerian. Please don't put your mind on Mama Supreme. And definitely this year, these fake grant handlers must go on punishment, and they must be punished, and they must get it. I thank God some what they call it, foundations have been raised up in order to fight these fake NGOs and grant handlers. Now there is a popular man known as Honorable Olarewaju, the popular cluster and sponsor seller. Please, you people should be careful about that man. That man has started again by creating platforms, online platforms, duping persons, collecting huge amount of money, all in the name that he has clusters to sell for UAG and Theobarth Global Foundation. And this time also, he has also added extra 2 grants, 2 extra foundations that gives a grant, Tony Elumelu Foundation and one other foundation. I'm not too aware about that. Please be careful of Honorable Olarewaju. Be careful about that man. Don't fall a victim of him, please. If you have fallen a victim, please kindly let us know, and let's talk about it on how we can go about it, please. Now, on the news and entertainment industry, I have some content to give to you. Nollywood actress Uche Mary starts the new month with a brand new surveillance car. Well, congratulations to her. Wish her a very, very happy new month. Also, to you Nigerians watching, I wish you a very happy new month. Then another one coming up here, INEC may postpone presidential election by 2 weeks. So there's every possibility that INEC might postpone this presidential election that is coming up on the 25th of February by adding extra 2 weeks to it. So that means either we are not going to express presidential election this month, or it's going to come up in March, or we might. So it's just a possible, how will I say it? Just some news that might not occur, but if it occurs, don't be surprised, because you have now heard that they may postpone this 2023 presidential election by adding 22 weeks or more. Now, teenager playing hide and seek is found 6 days inside a shipping container in another country known as Malaysia. The boy happens to be playing hide and seek, and so with his friends. So I don't know how careless the custom officers happens to be, in Bangladesh, So they conveyed the guy, the small boy in the container, and then landed the boy in Malaysia. So it's not a crime because this one is considered to be a mistake. The boy was just actually playing when such a thing happened. And imagine he has been in that container for 6 days. So that container, I wonder how the guy will be by now, because most containers, it's hardly difficult before you can get air coming through them. So I think the first thing they will do, they will give him medical attention first and return him back to his country, return him back to Malaysia. Now, and to Bangladesh, not Malaysia. I am negotiating with Peter Obi Kwankwa. Peter Obi Kwankwa saw, article says, one of them may step down. So article is currently saying that he's negotiating with Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and Kwankwa see the presidential candidate of the NPP, that one of them will step down for him. That's who is the presidential candidate of the NPP. Now one of these two will step down for him. I don't know the essence of them stepping down. Maybe the essence of them stepping down for him so that he can be able to win the votes, or he can be able to have maximum votes to win APC on ground. But to me, this time around, Nigerians are no longer interested in the power plays of PDP and APC. Now, Nigerians are interested in a new governance, a new political party system who will give us a better structure. We have been having structure from APC, PDP, APC, PDP, APC for the past 10, 15, 18 to 20 years, and nothing good has ever happened in this country. So this time around, we don't need the former leaders to come and lead us again. We need a new leader who will do something great and give us something that is very, very good in this country for the next 4 years to come. That is what we are planning for. So now, businessman IVD reportedly remanded in kirik prison about wife states. And this news has been trending since last year, where businessman IVD had an issue with his wife, and out of mistake, the wife was killed electrocuted in the house because the wife wanted to burn the property, something with and fire, out of anger. There's a lot of stories attached to that. If I happen to go back to that story, I don't think it's convenient enough for me to explain all that has happened. So at the end, that led to the death of the wife, and then they arrested the businessman, and he's currently now being remanded to the prison over the death of his wife. So that's all I have for you right now, and if there's more to come to it, more news to come, I'll bring it to your desk for you to watch and observe. So if there's anything you have to comment about these things I've just said, please kindly put it down on the comment section. Remember to share this channel to many WhatsApp group, Telegram group, Facebook. Share it on Facebook, let it go viral, and let people come up and subscribe on this channel. Please, and please, I keep on begging Nigerians not to fall into the scams of these grant handlers or NGOs who are using scamming persons of their hard-earned money in the name of disbursement of grants. Theobarth Global Foundation has been showing us a green light, and let's see what they will do for us this month, February. As for UAG is not yet real, and why I said it's not real, because it's a place. It's what they call it, a grant that has no office, that has no location for people to go and do what is happening for themselves. We don't actually know what is actually going up in that grant. Tomorrow they will say it's UNN. Tomorrow they will say this one is UAG. All sorts of things have been said about that UAG grant, which is not so true. Please, let's be mindful of what we do. Let's be mindful of where we put our money in these grant issues. Please let's be mindful about it. Now, I'll advise Nigerians concerning the forthcoming elections, that please, we all Nigerians should be mindful of what we do, where we go, the clothes we put on, so as not to bring problems to ourselves and all, or that has to do with deaths or terrorism and all. Let's avoid social gatherings that will bring fights or issues that will disturb the country. Now, on the issue of that economic crisis taking place in the country now, where things are getting much more expensive, and well, we are praying that God will help us out on how to see that this country becomes much more better. What we have been experiencing for the past few weeks now in Nigeria is that the CBN governor, it has been announcing this since last year November, that by this coming January ending, that there will be that old currencies will no longer be accepted in banks, and while he created the new currencies, but yet the new currencies are not yet in circulation as much. So, but we thank God, while on Sunday here, last week Sunday here, the Sunday that just passed us now, he went to visit the president in the presidential house at Daura, and they happened to come up with a new way by extending it to February 10th, whereby persons are allowed to exchange with old currencies, take their old currencies to the bank in order to get the new money or what. So, but it's not been difficult. It's not been easy for us. Things are increasing. POS are charging extra rates. Most of the ATMs in these banks, the banks are not even paying the new currencies. So please, we are